Okay, so update on the ostomy things. Now the flat one I found is not working, that it is, this one, because the stoma, sometimes it's coming out a bit much, and then sometimes it's not. So I can't depend on the stoma to be out enough that this is not going to leak. So I did start seeing some output coming underneath of it. So that did not work. But this one for the hernia, which I do have the big hernia due to the ostomy. And I had taken this, okay, as I was being asked about cutting it. I took these and I just cut these off. This is really a lightweight, easy to cut. So I just take these this scissors. You see here, it's kind of a curved scissor, and it's got a blunt edge. And I cut these off. Okay, just go around there and cut those off. Now I did use the Sensura bag with it, and it held. I got up this morning, I don't have any leaks and things, and I was able to pull this again off. Clean up your appliance by here and stick a new bag on. Now the bags, what I do with these bags is I take it's Miss Lily. Hello, Miss Lily. Good morning, Miss Lily. She goes out and she comes in, and she's got to be so excited when she comes back in to tell me she was a good girl and went outside. Yes, I see that, Miss Lily. So I take these bags. These have a little view window, but it's really hard to see. So a lot of times I'll just take the scissors and either just cut straight up here so you can open it up and see what's going on with the stoma. Or I'll take it and just cut the whole way around here and take this off. Take this bottom part off. This just, see, easy to come off. And you can take that part off too if you want to be able to view the output, what's happening with it, especially if you are somebody that's got a colostomy and your output is pasty and it has a tendency to stick up around here. And so, you check it every hour or two and just take your hand and push the output down in the bag. That's it. So that works easily. Now, how do I cut these? I use these little manicuring scissors that are curved, that you're able to go in here and cut easily. Cut your appliance to fit your stoma. Okay? So I use those for that. Now, if I'm taking out, you have here the big filter. Now, I take these out especially because if your output, again, is kind of pasty and you get this pancaking, they call it pancaking, it's not just falling down in the bag. So I pull these out. Sometimes they are really stuck here. If it's really stuck here, then you're going to want to cut up. Take your scissors, and let me see if I can show you this. You can see where it's at. You cut up here. You don't want to make sure you don't cut your bag down here. You cut up here. These ones are real easy. Usually they're real easy to pull that part off. Then you just pull your filter out here, and I'm going to take the scissors and just cut there. Make sure that you're not cutting your bag. When you cut the one side, then you pull this out. You pull this out. And again, you just cut across, making sure you're just cutting this plastic part, this filter part. Okay, you take that out, because this is just, again, if you're having pasty type of output, this is just annoying. I haven't found that it really filters, so you just take that out, because this is, again, if you're trying to push output down into the bag and you've got this big plasticky thing in there, it just makes it difficult to do. So I take that out, and your bag is quite fine, okay? But you definitely use a scissors that's got a blunt point, because you don't want to puncture the bag. That would not be good. Okay, you don't want to puncture your bag, but that's easy to take out. And then if you have the bag that's, you put it on and it's kind of like vacuum tainer, and it's just, so you can take those little, you get those little round blue things in with your bag. You just open your bag first and you stick it on your filter. Okay, you stick it on your filter. You can open this part here and just put one of those little blue dots on your filter. And what that does is it helps to keep a little bit of air in the bag so that it's not vacuumtainer, like, where you've got to have a little air in the bag to be able to move stuff in there. So you just put one of those little dots on there that you put on. Many times people put them on if they're taking a bath or whatever. I don't find that you need it even when you're taking a bath. And again, you don't have to worry. These dry really, really quickly if you have the ones that have this covering. I just find it easier to find these bags than I do the transparent ones, although I prefer the transparent just simply because, it's easier to see what the output is doing and being able to push it down in the bag. So I hope that answered your question, because you were asking me about cutting these and what I use to cut them. And I wasn't sure if you were talking about cutting this part off, or if you were talking about cutting out the filter or cutting the appliance. So you do a lot of cutting with this, what can I say? But I have to say, I did use this last night, one for the hernia, and so far it's okay. I'm not having leaking and things, but we'll see, because like I said, my stoma is not really sticking out. So whether I'll be able to continue to use these remains to be seen, because what the company told me, I called and talked with them, and Coloplast told me that really to use these, even though it says that it's a convex, only this part is convex to fit over the hernia, but it's not convex in that it's going to push your stoma out if you have one that's recessed, either flat with the opening or recessed. So if you have that, you may have difficulties with these. But so far, it's working okay. It seems to be okay, but we'll give it a few more days and we'll see. But like I said, I was able to use this. Once I cut those off, those little tabs, once I cut those tabs off, I was able, this is 50 millimeter, this is 50 millimeter, and so it does fit on there. It does fit in there. But you do want to take those tabs off to make sure that it sticks the whole way on here, sticks onto this part, okay? So I just took those off to make sure that it has area to stick, which it seems to be working quite well. I did change that this morning, and so far it seems to be doing fine. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I stick with that or if I have to go back to the regular convex appliance to keep that stoma pushed out. Anyway, I hope that answered your question. Thank you for that, and we'll see you online.